long, we've been talking about taking leaps of faith. Well, my next guest took leaps of faith every Sunday and Monday for 20 years. He led the San Francisco 49ers to, count them, 3 Super Bowl victories. He holds the most NFL records of all time. He's scored more touchdowns than anyone in history. He is a Hall of Fame legend. And today he is leaping into a totally different industry as the entrepreneur behind the lifestyle brand G.O.A.T Fuel. I'm a little nervous right now because he is one of my favorite players of all time. Joining us, the GOAT, the greatest, the man himself, Jerry Rice. Hi, Jerry.
How you doing?
I'm doing better than ever now that I'm talking to you. This is incredible.
You know what? I stayed up all night long. I couldn't wait to do this interview with you. I have always admired you, and just to have this opportunity, it's like a bucket list.
What?
I am so happy to have this opportunity to really talk to you.
Okay, I'm done. I don't need a show anymore. My career's over. You just ended my career because I don't know how we would ever top that, except for, sir, all of that hardware behind you, is it surreal when you walk in your office? Is it an out-of-body experience to know you are the GOAT?
It's really just an appreciation, because so many guys helped me to get into this position. Because you got to think about this. Football is a team sport. It's not an individual sport. So all my teammates, I always give them credit. All my accolades, all of that, it goes to my teammates. And when I come in here, I can reflect and I can think about different situations that I was in, what I was thinking, how I responded to it. And it was just all about winning.
Well, that's the thing, whether we watched you play on the field or, read your book, America's Game, you have a great insight into the leap of faith, both physically and mentally. Where did you get that from? Was that something you were born with? How did you process when to leap and when not to leap?
You know what? I think I got that from my parents, what they instilled in me. And I remember going through some adversity when I first went to Mississippi Valley State. I had some teammates to go with me, but they decided to leave. And I had to make a decision if I was going to stay there, get my education, and also try to pursue playing professional football. Then once I got to the NFL, more adversity because I was dropping footballs. The expectations are so high. And when you drafted in the first round, you're the 16th player taken. And when the fans start booing you and when the media start writing bad things about you, it can be really discouraging. But I fought through that adversity and I found myself and I was able to do some great things in the NFL.
Absolutely. When people hear your story, they will say, okay, Jerry said he was born with it. But what if I don't believe I'm born with it? What if I don't believe it lives within me? What is your advice to them?
Well, first of all, you got to believe in yourself. You got to have confidence, but it can't be where it's like an ego or anything like that. And then you just got to outwork everyone else.
Yeah.
I was not the most gifted athlete. Say a Randy Moss, say Michael Irvin, Chris Carter. These guys, they were so much more gifted. But the thing that I had the work ethic and I had the heart, and I was going to outwork you. So, that's what I would say to people. If they don't feel like they have the confidence, you got to work at it, and you just can't give up.
And you're working at something new. I happen to see this on social media, and I call my team, and I say, wait a minute. Jerry Rice is now in the beverage company, beverage branding. Tell me about this, G.O.A.T Fuel, because if I can drink this and be as good as you, I might just polish off a whole 12-pack right now. Tell me about how did you jump into this?
My daughter came to me. She's an entrepreneur. She came to me and she said, Dad, if you had an energy drink, what would you name it? And I said, I would probably name it G.O.A.T Fuel, the greatest of all time. But it's not just athletes. Yeah. It goes to people in other professions too, like the frontline workers. What you do, you're a GOAT. You're the greatest of all time. So it's a mindset. and everybody's just connected to it.
I
Everybody
love it.
wants to be great.
Everybody
And,
does.
it just takes a lot of hard work.
I have the pink candy with me, naturally flavored. Pink is one of my favorite colors, so I'm gonna take a little sip of this.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
You're going to put it to the test?
they're not ready.
Right
They're not
here?
ready for me, Jerry. They're not ready. Tasty. Okay. I'm feeling like Jerry Ross. Throw me a ball. Somebody throw me a ball. I'm gonna just dive over the camera. Jerry, this is delicious.
So Tamron, too, the thing is, too, it's like with the ingredients, it had to really go with my core values.
Yeah.
And I'm all about work ethic, and I'm all about, what I put in my body. And I think that's why I had longevity for so many years.
Listen, here's what I love. You dedicated yourself to being the best on the field, and I love that you have really researched this. This is not just you putting your name on something. You have definitely invested in putting a product worthy of the Jerry Rice brand. So I appreciate you. I love pink candy. Cheers to you and your family for taking the leap of faith and doing something different. And by the way, our audience, Jerry is giving you the fuel to take a leap of faith and chase your own dreams. You're all going home with a case of G.O.A.T fuel, and he's giving you all a copy of his latest book, America's Game. Thank you, the GOAT, Jerry Rice.